What's going on, guys? Welcome to something I've been wanting to make for a while. We are going to be doing a tier list ranking of every single NHL team logo in this video. Something I've been wanting to kind of get into for a while now, especially if it's going to bring some hate or some love. And we'll see how I treat your favorite team's logo, and if you agree, whether or not, let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like to see more kind of content like this, you know what to do. Hit that like button if you're new around here. Subscribe as well, because I'd love to do more of this type of stuff on this channel. So they're nice. They're all here in a little row, and I honestly probably just gonna kind of not go in order here, and I might make some changes along the way based on what one's getting filled up. But yeah, we'll see. I know which ones for me are automatically going in the top or bottom, or near the top and or bottom. So let's just get into it right here. One logo that I absolutely love is Minnesota Wild logo. I'm gonna put them in A for now. They might go into the top one, but it's a beautiful logo, man. If we like look at that, like it's you got the beast, the forest, the star, the North Star with it as the eye, the sun up there. It's honestly a beautiful logo, and Minnesota did good with that. But we might have to go like sandwich style right here. Do a good one, a bad one, another good one. Okay, you know what, this one I delete this. Honestly, the lightning logo, it's like okay, maybe I'll put it here for now. It's okay. It's boring. I don't know what this trend is with NHL teams just going like the most minimalist on their jerseys, their color schemes. Like we've seen it with some of the like alternate jerseys, especially. Like it's just this very bland, minimalist, monochromatic style, essentially, or monotone style, I should say, for the colors. So that lightning one, it's gonna go in D for now. It might even go into delete this. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it there for now. I was thinking about it, but then I saw another one that, yeah, I'll have to get back to later. Now, one logo that I absolutely love, and I think it needs to get more love for sure, is the Flyers logo. And honestly, it might be one of the best for me, simply because it's so many things in one. Obviously the wing, the P for Philadelphia, I don't know what it is about the Philly logo, but it's just good. It's simple but not boring, i.e. the Tampa logo. It's incredibly boring. Like, remember their older logos? Those were that was nice. Those were nice. So I'll put that in the best for now. I might even, it's tough. It's tough because I feel like Minnesota and Philly are kind of even here. And again, I'll make some changes as we go here. But all right, let's do it. Let's do one that I think is just absolutely atrocious. Or at least not great. The Hurricanes logo to me is just mid. Like, it's all right. It's just kind of mid. Yeah, you know what? It's not that mid. It is kind of neat. The Hurricane, the color scheme, the eye of the Hurricane. You know what? All right. I'm convincing myself right here. It's actually kind of decent. The Hurricanes logo is actually kind of decent. Yeah, I'll put it in B tier for now. We'll see if we want to make some changes. All right. Since I guess that was kind of a good one, or it ended up being a good one. Well, I'm gonna grab LA and just put it here in D tier. Like, oh cool, it's a shield. It's got LA. You got the crown in there. But again, it's just a boring color scheme. No, I'm not doing this just because they're a rival of my team. It's just not a great logo. And sorry. But it just isn't. And all right, and to make things fair, I'll take another rival of my team and put them where I think they belong. And honestly, I hate to do it. If I'm doing that though, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back to what I wanted to do. Vegas, actually, it's a pretty good logo. I hate to say it, it is a pretty good logo. The helmet's cool. It's a cool helmet. It is kind of like a knight helmet. It's got the V in there. The color scheme, while it's not bright, that's, I think, the beauty of this logo, because it catches your eye without it just being in your face, bright colors and things like that. So Vegas, they did a pretty good job with their branding. And somehow they're crushing the trade deadline once again, because teams cannot stop helping them. Annoying. Okay. I know another delete this logo. It's the Islanders logo. It's just garbage. It's just garbage for your garbage team. It just is like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's the color scheme or what, but it's just boring. Like, oh, cool, you got the Long Island. It says Islanders here, the NY. Something about the aesthetics of it just bug me, and it doesn't pop to me. Maybe it's because everything's just like, nothing's outlined. Everything just feels like it's pushed back as far as possible, like they're trying to hide. And honestly, they kind of should be. They've been pretty mid all year. So yeah, you hide there, Islanders, and take your crappy logo with you. Yeah, well, I'm kind of saving my team for a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Kraken into A tier here as well. It's a sick logo. It honestly might. I'm honestly gonna switch it with Philly, because I do like it better than Philly's logo. And because, again, so many things going on. The S, it's a sick font. It's made of tentacles. The color's good. The shading and the outlines are terrific. And that eye right there, a beast lurking in the deep, as the Kraken does. It's a sick logo. So the Kraken go up there. Not having the greatest season, but, you know, you got to get some love in some way. And that, how can you not love that logo? Oh, I'm gonna get some hate for some teams, but the Habs logo, I'm putting it in the trash. It's a friggin' toilet seat. Yeah, it's a classic original 6. That's all you got going for you. And cups that you won when there's 6 teams in the league. It's not a great logo, and you're kidding yourself if you actually like this logo. Cool, yeah, there's a C that looks like a toilet seat. You got the H for habitants. I don't know. Red and blue. Yeah, we were the original team who did red and blue. Well, maybe it's time to change your branding. That's what I feel bad, actually, for some of the original 6 teams. They can't really change their branding up because it's just been classic for so long. But sorry, the Habs logo is not good. Not good. And you know what? While we're on the subject of original 6 teams, I'm gonna take the Leafs logo. I'm gonna put it in this B tier. It's good. It's better than average. It's quote-unquote kind of boring, but they've at least done more to kind of evolve with the times, right? The Leafs and their logo and jersey design a little bit, but logo design at least. This is a good logo. It's not amazing. It's not an A tier, but a solid B tier, I would say, for the Leafs logo. Now, I want to see Leafs fans and Habs fans fighting in the comments, or just yelling at me. That's fine too. Yell at me all you want. We'll take a break from some of the original Sixers now. All right. while I'm trying to get all the Canadian teams to fight each other, I'm putting Ottawa just squarely in the mid. Yeah, okay, it's a fine logo, and it's just, it probably, maybe in the 90s, this would have been one of the top logos, but so many other cooler teams, you know, been brought in, and maybe even in the 80s, you could argue, when they first becoming a team. Wait, 80s or not? I don't. Well, apparently my NHL history needs to be brushed up on. Either way, it's okay. I feel like it could be better. It's not bad. Could be better. Same with the Penguins. I'm putting it right in the C tier. It's all right. You got the triangle. You got a penguin with a hockey stick. That's kind of neat, but other than that, it's just okay. That's all I could say about that. It's just okay. All right. The Ducks, though. The Ducks, I keep going back and forth on. And I'm trying to look at this in a vacuum without thinking back to the amazing old school Mighty's Duck logo, but I just can't. And for that reason, the Ducks They probably have to go in C tier just because it is kind of cool. It's a webbed foot with the D for ducks. I don't see an A in there anymore. I love that outline in the middle, like forming like the you know, the relief, the circle, whatever, the the whole of the D. Oh god. Let's just stop talking and stop digging myself a hole. It's not a bad logo, but what could have been with the Mighty Ducks, what once was, it's hard to look at things in a vacuum, and for that reason the Ducks are getting put in that C tier. Sorry, rip. Let's see what else. Ooh, you know what, I'm taking Calgary's logo. It's going firmly in the A tier. Cause who doesn't like flames? My elementary school self was drawing flames on literally everything. And this is a great logo. And this is one that hasn't really changed much, but it doesn't have to, cause it's perfect. It encapsulates everything that the Flames are. Calgary Flames, and it's sick because it's Flames. It's just a great logo. It doesn't have to be complex to be a great logo. And yeah, for that reason right there. Okay. I'm thinking about who I want to tackle next here. I might have to do it. Rangers going right in D tier. Again, classic. Ow. It's boring. It's a crap logo. The only cool thing, I don't know, like Rangers, like, I don't know, I feel like they could do evolve with the times and do something better with it. But again, original 6 teams with the history that they have are totally stuck in pretty much keeping the exact same branding. Yeah, so that's where the Rangers are going. All right, let's do it. Let's do one of their rivals here. Devils logo. That's a B tier for me. I kind of do want to put it in A tier. And I'm close to. Yeah, F it. It has to go in A tier because it's great. It's got the horns, it's got the tail for the devil, and the horns are actually the Y of the logo. Again, not a complex color scheme, but it doesn't have to be. I really like the Devils logo. I'm kind of torn between A and B. We'll revamp at the think about some things. Okay. Oilers are tough for me. Oilers are tough, so I might have to come back to them. We'll take the Canucks and put them in B tier because I do kind of like it. It's the C for the Canucks. See, take some fucking advice, or you know, whatever from Habs. Like, this is sick. It's the whale, which is, you know, their kind of logo thing. The C, it's got some really sick stuff in the middle here. And it's so much better than some of the other weird logos that they've done. Like, the V was terrible. They've had some great jersey designs with that on it. The weird, like, block with the stick, I guess it's supposed to be going through, that forms a C, is horrible. They're fortunate that isn't their logo anymore. But this logo is a solid B tier, I would call it. For sure. I only got 2 in the S, or the best tier, whatever. I like this one. Delete this in the best, because delete this, that's very much my personality. Speaking of delete this, delete your whole franchise also, unless you can act as a vessel to get OV the gold. Like, this is just a crap logo. Where we got our name, we got stars, the font's kind of cool. Look, we have a hockey stick, there's a puck. What happened to the old awesome Eagle Capitals logo? Again, this modernization of weird stuff, just making everything boring and simple. Yeah. Don't love it. Dallas Stars going in the C tier for me. It's not a bad logo. I think some of their older logos were cooler. It's not, I love their neon jerseys, but it's the star, it's the D, and that's it. Like, it's kind of cool, and then the reason it's going in C tier, not D tier, is it is kind of cool with, like, the star being within the star, and then that, you know, the outline. The colors are in there. It's not bad, but it's just, it doesn't wow me. Again, kind of boring. And, fortunately, in the vein of original 6 teams not being able to change their branding, it's unfortunate for the Wings. It's better than some. It's better than the Habs, just because the winged wheel is, you know, it does more to encapsulate where they are. You know, the Motor City, the Red Wings, you know, it's so much cooler. It's like homage to their history. Yeah, this is kind of homage too, but I also don't know enough about Les Habitants and stuff, so maybe I'm being unfair to Habs, but whatever. You guys deserve it. All the crap you talk. Not as much as Sens, though. Maybe Sens should get bumped down to here just for thinking they're going to be a playoff team every year. Speaking of teams who think they're going to be a playoff team every year, the Buffalo Sabres, this logo, it's going to go in C tier, honestly. It's not bad. Again, I just feel it's kind of boring with the colors. That's the main thing for this one. Like, I feel like this could be actually better. Give me the old, that black and red logo. That would go in at least B or A tier. But this logo, it's not my favorite. It's better than the Buffa Slug, but it's just not my favorite. And I can't point out why. These are just my opinions. But yeah, I'm also terrible at graphic design. So my opinions could be absolutely worthless in the long run. Speaking of worthless, I'll put them in the A tier because this logo is not as good as the older logo, but it's still a great logo. I don't care what you say. It's a shark, it's biting a stick, and then it chokes on the stick in the playoffs, and it's great. And yeah, it's a good logo. If you don't like it, you're wrong. It's fantastic. Who do I want to tackle next? For the Blue Jackets, I'm going to put them tentatively in B tier. It could also be in C tier for me, but it's got a lot more going on. You know, the red, white, and blue is pretty neat. The star, I don't know. Like, it's a good logo. I don't know what it's like. Remember when they had the Hornet? that was actually, that would probably maybe go a bit higher. Like, it's decent. I don't know. I might move this one later when I think about it some more. If I don't have enough in my best tier, I might have to move some up because I'm thinking of a couple others that I would love up there. Blackhawks logo's got to go in B tier. Yeah, like, it's a solid logo. Again, you can't really change it, but that's one where you kind of feel like you don't necessarily need to change unless you know, like to maybe be a bit more conscientious to indigenous peoples. But at the very least, the only argument for this logo and them not completely changing their branding is at least it looks dignified, and it's not like the Cleveland Indians where they had a completely racist mascot and what's his name, like Nakahoma? Oh my god, it was terrible. But yeah, at least for the Blackhawks, you know, I feel like it's trying to more pay homage to that rather than, you know, the colonizer mindset of poking fun at it. And it's a pretty good logo, man. I love the colors of it, the feathers off of the back. It's a pretty good logo. The Winnipeg Jets are going right here in D tier. I don't know what it is about Canadian teams' logos besides the Flames. They're just, I don't know what this is from the Jets. Like, yeah, you got a jet on top of the Canadian leaf. That's neat. But that's it. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't really do it for me. Oilers, man, since I'm tackling the Canadian teams. Or we're going to be out of Canadian teams after this. That's all right. Most of them will be fine. I'll put it in the B tier, actually, because what I like about it is the crap coming off the Oilers font. To me, it looks like an oil leak, which is funny. I'm sure that's not what they're going for. Maybe they are. Like dripping oil. It's cool to me. Again, something I can't really explain. It's just kind of cool how, like, the Oilers are melting like they, you know, often do when they face teams with depth. I love the orange oil drop too, or the drop, whatever. I'm assuming it's an oil drop. What the hell else would it be? A drop of tear for every time McDavid's gotten injured, which is that one time in his rookie year, and then Panarin won the Calder. At least seriously injured. Yeah, it's a solid logo. Like, it's slightly above C tier for me. Yeah. You know what I like about the I liked, you know what? Ottawa would get moved up if it was that one where the dude was slightly facing us. That one was cool. Plus, you can meme it too. Like I had that one where he was like, when he was facing him, then people were putting like the shocked face on him. That was when the Senators were really bad. Not that they're not bad now, but ugh. Yeah, bring that logo back so we can meme it. Alrighty. Blues. It's not quite a delete this, but yeah, just because it's a note. And as a musician, it just kind of, that's cool. St. Louis Blues. You at least got that going for it. But other than that, boring ass logo. So hey, you get the musical note from the musician, and you get that grade, but you're going right in that D tier. I'm actually kind of making most of these even. Besides the S tier, I might have to move some up. The Avalanche going right in the A tier for me. I think it's a great logo. Like the Avalanche coming off it, really sick. And the fact that it swoops around to form the whatever part of the A is really nice. Color scheme's good. And it's got good like mid-ground, foreground, background too. Like mid-ground, foreground, background. I don't know, like, and how it's designed too. It looks like, you know, the Avalanche is coming from the top of the mountain, which is also the A. Like, oh my, no, this is going in A tier, or the best. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there for now. I might switch someone, but I don't know if I can. The Avalanche logo is a thing of beauty. It just hits all. It just hits everything. It hits all of the markers for sure. Boston is gonna go in C tier. Again, it's fine. You're limited. It's at least kind of, to me, it pops a bit better than some of the other OG6 logos, and yeah, that's why for me it's going in C tier. Just mid. Let's be honest. It's a fine logo. It's not anything special. Yeah, give us the cocaine bear. That's what we want to see. Okay, Florida. Honestly, has to go in D tier. Why did you get rid of, you know, the leaping panther for the one that's just kind of vibing? Like, if anything, your team now should be the leaping panther, since you leap on everyone at every opportunity and just beat the shit out of them. It's effective. Especially in the playoffs. The league won't call it. Why the heck not? You guys have broke the system. Oh, these last two, fortunately, they're not going to go into the delete this. And I'm deciding where each are going. I'm going to put the Coyotes in B tier because the Kachina is better and it would have gone in A tier. But that's not their primary logo, so it's still it's a nice logo. A howling coyote. The color scheme's nice. I love the kind of the fur coming off of it. Yeah. It's pretty sick. And honestly, the Preds, this is a tough one for me. This might go in B tier. But you know what? No, it's gonna go in B tier simply because I don't know if that's their intention. But that it kind of looks like an N, the head. I don't know if that's their intention, but it does kind of look like the letter N as well in the Predators logo. And who doesn't like a saber tooth? They're pretty sweet. So I'll put them in the B tier for now, for the time being. Okay, let's see if we want any revisions. I only have 3 up in the top tier. So if I were to move one from the A tier, I don't think I would. I did have Philly up there initially, but I love the Avs, the Kraken, and the Wild logo way more than that Philly logo, even though it's really good. You know what? I've got it. I'm gonna move the Canucks up to A tier because it is a really sick logo. I love the whale coming off of the end of the sea. It is really good. And then honestly, I'm gonna move the Flames up to the best. I love it so friggin' much. I really do. The only okay. Thank you, OneDrive. The only thing I would say it's missing is maybe some black. Like, if it had an additional black outline, it might even be in a tier. Now, even without that, it's really, really, really good. Remember the old Flames logo? Let me see if I could pull it up. Odal. Let's see. Or is that just always how it's been? I thought there was one. This one was pretty neat. Yeah, this one was actually pretty sick. Yeah, but oh man. Honestly, shoot. There it is. There it is. This is the one. Let's pull this up. Big screen. Oh, okay. Let's not pull it up big screen because it took me to a website. What the hell? Is that a patch? Okay. Yeah, the slight black outline, I feel like kind of... That color's different, though. It needs that color with that slight black outline. And then I think it would be maybe in a league of its own. But that will do it. I don't really have too many other revisions to make, I don't think. No, I don't think so. I think this is a pretty, I don't know, it's almost forming a middle finger. That's what I'm going for. So all you guys who didn't like it, middle finger. And for all you who did like it, don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know what other sort of tier rankings you'd like to see on this channel. I've got NHL captains, maybe just ranking teams in general, or jerseys, jersey ranker as well. So let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you guys next time.